The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. It's the Ron Van Dam Show.
Hold on tight, things can get a bit weird, if you like that sort of thing.
How are you? Good to be with you. My name is Ron Van Dam. I'm a resident of the planet, and that's about it for me. For those of you that may not be familiar with me, I have a florist. I send flowers out, or floras out, on holidays. I also crochet. Either I crochet or I'm crotchety. I don't know which it is. I think it's the latter. I sell ladders in a hardware store. That's what I do. I've been a radio talk show host for about 30 years. I've done television for about 20 years, and here I sit with you once a week as I take what I do on the radio to this format once a week. Only on the radio I have guests here. They won't come in here. They couldn't be bothered. So I just talk for 30 minutes, if you can believe that. I don't sell real estate. I'm not on a school committee. I'm an oddity. Anyway, thanks for being here. You can catch me on a daily basis, well, Monday through Friday. I guess on a daily, that's like weekdays, on newenglandbroadcasting.com or on ronvandam.com or on any one of those platform things. You kind of know what they might be. That's the Amazon Music, Pandora, not the jewelry company, Apple Podcasts. Did I say Amazon Music? I think I did. Stitcher, Spotify, Gotify, Fotfly, TuneIn Radio, TuneOut Radio. I don't know. All those things. We're on all of them. And we're also on syndicated radio stations, Chicago, New York, and a couple of other cities. Thanks for being here. You're a wonderful person. I don't know how you do it. Okay, couple of things I wanted to talk about today. Do I have that with me? This is interesting. One of the local broadcast stations, I think it was Channel 5 or whatever, there's a number to the channel, whatever it is. They listed the hurricanes are coming up. The hurricanes are coming up, and of course we name hurricanes because that's what we do. We just don't call them 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is hurricane number 7 of the season. No, we have to give them human names. It's like naming your pets. We don't call pets Spot or Floppy or Spongy. We don't call them adjective names anymore. We give them actually human names. What's your dog's name? Bob. Oscar. I had Oscar here last week. Alice took a dump in the living room today. We have to humanize everything. I don't know what it is with you. So, hurricanes are named after people, and I don't think it's prestigious to have a hurricane named after you, necessarily, as if you've donated money and they're going to name the wing of the library after you. I don't think it's as prestigious as that. It requires no financial donation whatsoever. I don't know how they pick what the names of the hurricanes will be, but it's usually a mixture of boys and girls, and these days, whatever. So I thought you might be interested, and this will prove that I don't know what you think, to find out what the names of the hurricanes will be. The forecast for this upcoming, look, I'm using my arms again. The forecast for the upcoming year are that they will be plentiful in number and approximately 4 to 5 serious hurricanes. The hurricanes that are saying, I mean it now, those hurricanes. The ones that cause death and destruction named after human beings. So I'm going to give you the names. They are listed in alphabetical order because that's how they appear on your hurricane season. The first hurricane of the season, the first named hurricane is usually an A. It's always an A. I don't know why I said usually. It's always an A. This year, the prize for the first hurricane goes to Andrea. Congratulations, Andrea. You got the first hurricane named after you. Fantastic job, Andrea. I don't know any Andreas personally, but I'm sure if I did, I'd say, yeah, she's a hurricane, all right. The second hurricane of the year shall be named, and this is weird. I'm sorry, but it's weird. It's Hurricane Barry. Now, look, I know some Barrys. They're not exactly wonderful physical athletes of any sort. Barry's usually the name of a guy that works in a company because his father got him a slot when a position opened up. I'm not trying to insult anybody named Barry. This is basically a satirical program. It's not serious, so stop it. But these are the names of the hurricanes. Barry, you're number 2 this year. Hurricane number 3 is Chantel. I don't know what to say. I don't know any Chantels, and apparently she lobbied to have a hurricane named after her. So Hurricane Chantel, it doesn't throw fear into my face. Andrea, whoa, God, I dated her in high school. No way she's a hurricane. No way she's not a hurricane. Chantel, she wouldn't do death and destruction. What's with her? Dexter is number 4. Dexter. Do you know anybody named Dexter? Seriously, first name Dexter. Do you know anybody named Dexter? Or just a cartoon character named Dexter? Hurricane Dexter. What are you going to do? Destroy pencils and eyeglasses? What are you doing? Hurricane Dexter? Are you still watching this? No, you. Are you still watching this? All right, whatever. After Dexter comes Hurricane Erin. Well, I know quite a few Erins. So, well, that's feasible. Hurricane Ferdinand is after that. Ferdinand. We're getting now a little bit Latin, huh? I'm going to come to your area and I'm going to cause death and destruction. I'm coming soon. Here I come now. I'm over here. Now I'm over here. Oh, no, here I come. That's my impression of Ferdinand, by the way. Gabrielle is after that. Gabrielle would be kind of the sexy hurricane as far as I'm concerned. Sounds kind of like a stripper's name. I'm not too sure, but Gabrielle's coming. Oh, God, what time is she coming? I don't have anything to eat for her. Umberto, another kind of foreign kind of thing to this country. Umberto with an H. He's going to cause some trouble. Imelda, come on, seriously? Begins with an I. That's the next one. Imelda. Imelda. No, come on. We got to batten down the hatches here, and I don't know what that means, batten down the hatches. I have no idea. I don't know how you batten something down, nonetheless the hatches. But Imelda's coming. We haven't seen her in years, except for, like, this was Thanksgiving 5 years ago. Imelda showed up, and God, what a hot mess she was. After Imelda, Jerry's going to show up. Hurricane Jerry. It reminds me of Jerry Lewis. I had to be hiding. Hurricane Karen. Now, Karen, I'm sorry. Karen has become, and I don't know where this came from, Karen's become a negative kind of person, like, oh, she's a Karen. And apparently that's a negative. And I don't know why or where. It has nothing to do with the Karen Reed trial. I'll just tell you off the bat as far as that's concerned. But there's a Hurricane Karen, and that, with today's social media kind of chatter, would probably be a real hurricane, according to the personality that they have attached on social media to this name. After Hurricane Karen is Lorenzo, another kind of Latin kind of deal. Melissa's after that. It's a very common name. Melissa's, cause destruction. Well, bring her to court. file a small claims court thing against her. Hurricane Nestor after that. I don't know anybody named Nestor. Last name I do. First name Nestor? Sorry now. Hurricane Olga. Okay. Pablo's coming. Pablo's after that. Then Hurricane, this is weird, Rebecca. But Rebecca is not spelled R-E-B-E-C-C-A. They spell it, this is odd, R-E-B-E-K-A-H. You know, if you're going to name hurricanes, at least spell them correctly. You know, this is a misspelling storm here. Rebecca! Sebastian's after that. Sebastian should be coming with Pablo and Umberto and Ferdinand. Tanya's after that. Tanya, a little exotic with the Tanya thing. All right, here's the odd thing. We don't have any U. They don't list a U as a hurricane name for some reason. There is Ursula. Why not her? There's no U this year. It goes right from T to V, and guess which one V is? V is Van. That happens to be part of my last name. Look, all of a sudden, this is not funny. And the last is Hurricane Wendy. I can't help but think if we have that many hurricanes, we usually don't get to the TU and the V stuff. There's no U, the V and the W. But if we get to Wendy, I guarantee you that the restaurant, fast food chain Wendy's, they're going to make some kind of thing out of that. It's going to be like a hurricane drink, some type of shake, you know, some type of destructive ice cream shake or something at Wendy's. It's the Hurricane Wendy, just like the one that killed thousands of people in New Orleans. We got that now. We put a straw in it, and it's fantastic. Those are the 2025 storm names. Enjoy. Of course, there can be tropical storms too, I believe. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but I believe there can also be tropical storms. How many are named hurricanes? That I'm not sure, but tropical storms are also, I believe, included in this list. So you could be Tropical Storm Olga and be followed by Hurricane Pablo. It's a mixed bag. All right. Okay. How much time is left? Oh, wow. I did half of a show on that. That's phenomenal. I should get an award for nothing. Are you familiar with Mars International? Not the planet, but the company. They produce, this is odd, they produce both candy bars, as you're probably familiar with Mars bars and things like that. And they also produce pet food. They're very big in the pet food business, with some of the biggest brand names in pet food are by the Mars company. I believe I'm accurate as far as the candy bar thing. I don't think they're two separate Mars companies. I think they're the same. But, you know, I don't have to be fact-checked. It doesn't make any difference. It doesn't matter. Anyway, the Mars company did a survey, and I found it interesting. And if I find it interesting, you certainly will not. But let's see what happens. They did a survey, and they asked the question, when you're really stressed out, who do you turn to? Is it your friends and family, other human beings, or is it your pet? And 65% of the respondents answered, when I'm stressed, I'd rather be with my pet. Raise your hand if you find that to be true. And I think it's because 65% of the population has a cat or a dog, and the other less than 40% that don't, they would rather turn to humans because they don't have pets. So how accurate is this? I'm not sure. Was the survey done just to pet owners? I'm not sure. Does it matter? Not at all. I must agree, and you probably feel the same way. If you have a cat or a dog and you are stressed out during the day, where would you want to spend your time? With another human being? Ugh. With your pet? Yeah. Because pets are cuddly. Some people are cuddly, but not when you want them to be. You know what I mean? If you say to your significant other, I'd really like to lie down and cuddle with you, chances are they'll say, I have a little headache, or I've got a lot to do. I gotta call her, and then I gotta make my appointment. I don't have time to lie down and cuddle with you. I'm sorry. A dog or a cat, they'll never respond like that because they can't talk. As soon as you say, come up on the bed or come up on the couch and sit in my lap and cuddle with me. Yeah, we're there, Ron. We're there. Both dogs and cats. Cats are wonderful. I lived in New York City for years, and I didn't have a dog because I'm not going to get up in the middle of the night and put my pants on to walk a dog so it doesn't pee in my apartment. I'm not doing that. A lot of apartments didn't even allow dogs, so I had a cat, and I bonded with that cat, and I loved the cat. Cats, they're annoying little things, but at the same time, they're just so affectionate. When a cat purrs, I don't know if that's their motor running or what that is, but it's just so relaxing. It's just the soft purring of a cat. And cats are usually so soft themselves, and they like to nestle up to you as well. It's a wonderful experience. Dogs the same way. Do you know why pets are more pleasing to humans than humans are to humans? It's because they can't talk. They can't give you trouble. I mean, they'll do some nasty things sometimes, but in the long run, they just want to be with you. They just want to be with you. It's a dependency thing. Humans like to be depended upon. It makes you feel special. It makes you feel like you have some worth in society, at least to another living thing. Pets can't, when they're hungry, they can't just go down to the kitchen, open the refrigerator, and get a glass of milk or whatever they eat. They can't. They don't have hands. They can't open closet doors or cabinets. They depend on you to feed them. They depend on you to keep them healthy. If they're not feeling well, they just have to deal with it. You can take them to the vet. You can make them feel better. You can get them groomed so they don't have fleas and ticks all over them. How would you feel if you had fleas and ticks all over you, but nobody to pick them off you? Animals rely on people. They can exist without them, but not as much. They feel the love because they need the love. And humans need that. Humans are nothing but pets. They need the love. They need the nurturing. And humans don't always provide that. Other humans. The human-to-human relationship has never worked in our society. That's why we have wars continually through history, all the way up to now. Wars, not just one, not just two, scattered all over the place. Sometimes they're even worse than that. They're all over the globe at once. We human beings never learned how to get along with each other. We never have, we never will. Even the Bible, you know that book? Bestseller. Even in there's tons of violence. What's going on here? Is that the purpose of all of this? To overtake and to conquer? I mean, does survival mean to kill off somebody that you don't like? Human beings, man. Not exactly an impressive thing. Now, animals, they'll tear each other up too. They're not that much better with other animals. But the human-to-animal relationship is amazingly wonderful. It does relieve stress. It physically and mentally does relieve stress. Tons of surveys on that. I don't have them with me because I don't have to. But you know it's true. So when you're stressed, where do most people go? To their pets, just for some quiet and some relaxation and some love. Unconditional love. You can be a total jerk. You can be the biggest ass on the planet, and I don't know that you're not. But your dog doesn't care. Your dog's just looking at you. The way that dogs and cats look at you, like they like stare at you like, I don't understand your race, but I got nothing else. That's what the dogs and cats are saying to each other. You know, those humans, I love them, but how come they don't love each other? What's up with them? They're too complicated. It's different. It's just different. All right. 10 minutes to go. Can we do it? I think we can. Recently, an acquaintance of mine, I was going to say a friend of mine, but that takes a lot for me to put you in a friend category. Either you're like, we're really close as friends, or you're my Facebook friend, in which case we're incredibly close. I'm being sarcastic. Facebook friends, stop it. Stop it. They're not your friends. You don't even know who they are. They're not your friends. Why do you call them friends? They're Facebook people that I've made be acquaintances, but not really. I don't even know who they are. That's what it should be. Who are your Facebook I don't know who they are people? Oh, I got a lot of them. I've got on Facebook, seriously, I, as a human being personality guy, I have over 5,000 friends on Facebook. And that's through like 5 different Facebook accounts. I know. I don't know how that happened, but I've got like 5 Facebook accounts. I don't think that's legal, but I don't have it. And there's like, 1,000 each at least. So it's just, and even more. And they're Facebook friends. No, they're not. I don't know who they are. There are people from other countries. I don't even know where the countries are. I've never heard of these countries. But they're Facebook friends. They're not your friends. They're not your friends. They don't even know who you are. They didn't want to be friends with you in the first place. They're just trying to get the numbers up. It's so stupid. It's just, we are so stupid. It's embarrassing how stupid we are with social media. It's incredibly embarrassing. You don't have 5,000 friends. Who would want to be friends with you to begin with, but maybe 4 or 5 people? If you're not really friends, you're acquaintances. If you're on Facebook, they are nothing to you. They are numbers of nothingness. Do not rely on your worth in society by how many Facebook hits you have or how many people follow you. Get off my back. Facebook friends. Come on. Stupidest nomenclature I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, I don't even have time to tell you this story. I'll tell you anyway. We'll stretch the show a little bit. They might cut down on the school committee meeting in order to accommodate me. So this acquaintance says, Ron, what are you doing tomorrow? I say, I don't know. See, I don't want to commit. When someone asks you like what you're doing tomorrow, never say nothing. Why? Never do that. Because as soon as you say nothing, now you're freaking stuck. You've put yourself in a box worse than a pantomime artist trying to get out of a box. You know those people. I can't get out of the box. Yes, you can. There's no box. Stop it. When you're really inside a box and you're locked in and you can't breathe and you can't get out, then contact me then. But don't just stand there with your hands going, look, I'm stuck in a box. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. You know how you know a very bad pantomime artist? They have to explain what they're doing. Look, see this? I can't get out. I can't get out. They're bad. They're bad if they do that. So this acquaintance says, Ron, what are you doing tomorrow? And I cleverly said, I have a few things on tap. Why? See, that's the way to do it. Don't ever just give in like that. Oh, nothing. I have no life. I am totally yours. What would you like me to do? Drive you to the airport? What would you like me to do? Help you move? Paint your living room? No way, baby. I'd rather end the relationship right now than do any of that stuff. That's reserved for really close friends. And that's why I try not to have them, just in case someday they ask me to drive them to the airport, paint their living room, help them move. Okay. So he says to me, Ron, what are you doing? And I said, well, I've got... And he says, hey, would you like to go bowling? And my response at that point should have been, I'm ending the relationship now. I don't know if you're a friend, an acquaintance, or a Facebook friend, but bowling, take care, have a nice life. Now, I've bowled before in my lifetime. I'm making it more than it's out to be, but I have no desire. It's not, I never woke up in the middle of the night and said, I gotta go bowling. Never, ever did that happen. Because I'm not obsessed with it. So when the guy said, you want to go bowling, I said, I haven't been bowling in a long time. So I'm trying to get out of it without saying, no, I'm not interested. Now I'm trying to make it sound like I'm not interested so that my friend, acquaintance, actually says, oh, it doesn't sound like you're into it, never mind. And then I would just shut up. Yeah, so the bowling alley, I don't bowl. If I went bowling, I'd have to wear a mask of some sort, and not because of disease or COVID, because I don't want anybody to know it's me. I can't walk into a bowling alley legally. I don't believe I can do that. I can't. Hey, isn't that Ron? Oh, crap. I've been seen. Also, I'm not changing my shoes for anybody. I've never in my life walked into a place where they said you're going to have to take your shoes off and put these on. Not even a geisha girl's living room. I won't do it. I won't do it. I'm not going to do it. Don't even ask me. And the problem with bowling is that there's other people there who are bowling. And I just never understood bowling. It's you throw a ball, which is extremely heavy, an extremely heavy ball with 3 little holes in it. It's amazing that that ball does not fall on my foot, because if it did, it would break my feet. It would break my toes. The only thing I like about bowling is it's one of the few sports using a ball where the ball comes right back at you. You don't have to go chasing it to get it back. That's a plus. That's a plus. Not enough to get me to go to the place, but just to appreciate something that it has. You throw the ball down the hardwood floor, and it knocks some things down. I don't know what they are. Never got that close to them. I think they're pins of some sort. And then the ball magically gets spit back to you on a little ball run thing. And if you put your fingers there to retrieve the ball, your fingers can get smashed because the ball comes out. There's like a 500-pound ball coming out at you at 75 miles an hour. So all in all, I'm not the bowling type. There's so many more things about bowling that do annoy me, and I'll take that up next week because I don't have time to get into it. But I don't know. Here's the problem with bowling. What are the components of bowling? A gutter, an alley, and a lane. These are urban street things. This is bowling? Yeah, you take the ball, you throw it down the lane, it lands in the gutter, and it's an alley. That doesn't sound very pleasant to me. Want to go down to the alley? What? Yeah, the problem with my bowling is the balls always go in the gutter. This is. What are you talking about? Why are you using this terminology? It sounds like very filthy. But it's not. It's not filthy. I did know some people who are really into bowling, obsessed with bowling. God love you. Fine. Enjoy yourself. It's just not for me. It doesn't have to be for me, does it? And if it's not for me, I'm going to be sarcastic about it because it's what I do. It's what I do for a living. It's true. In a way, it's true. Thanks for spending the time with me. I'll be back next week on this particular channel with another episode. But until that time comes, I wish you peace.